link that I posted about VR D&D?
I didn't pop
Oh,
it
yeah,
up
I
though
saw
because my
that.
phone was on low battery.
I had clipped that same thing, Pharaoh to post in chat too, and I forgot to. It looks badass.
Yeah, it's like your spells are instead cards,
Yeah.
and then you would click and drag it over. And when you place it onto the board, then it asks you for a target. Then you point and you click what the target is, and then it'll do the whole effect. You see,
Yeah,
if it's lightning, you just see, and fucking go at it.
That sounds pretty
I was,
cool.
and all these people were standing around, and I was looking into it. It can be done over the internet worldwide once it's finished. So like, we could have all of us, if we all had VR headsets, just sitting in the comfort of our room, being able to D&D, bam, 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 and we can talk and do everything right there instead of having to have Discord and Tailspire and this and that.
You know what would be cool is if they made it so that there was like, player avatars and stuff, so that if you don't have body tracking on your headset, then you could have like, race or class specific character model for yourself. And then that way you could do like the augmented reality thing and it just, drops everybody into a room together.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
I mean, augmented reality stuff is getting pretty crazy these days. There's a VR game called Espire, which is a 2-player like robot spy game that's kind of like taking Metal Gear and putting it into VR, and also your robots. And they recently released something called Homefront, which is a game mode where you scan your entire space that you're in, like all of the rooms and stuff, like the shape of them, and then it builds the map entirely shaped off of your house. Ominous music.
I had to turn that way down. That was super loud.
Yeah, that's the.
Just it builds the environment based off of your house. Blah.
That's the downside of this mod is I have no control over the master volume.
Yeah, so you can just go into the thing and individually turn down its volume like you would any other user. That's what I just did.
Yep.
Does this have more soundtracks than the other bot?
Yeah, like I can simultaneously play music and like ambiance and all sorts.
At the same time, instead of having to have Suncraft and the other one in the same chat.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it mean to collaborate on Twitch? Because it gives me the option.
Okay, so yeah, what collaboration is both of you be streaming pretty much the same thing at the same time. You're sharing. I've done it a couple of times.
I think it what puts our streams in the same.
Well, when it was in like the beta stages, it would have my stream and the other person I'm collaborating with stream on the same stream. So if they came to my stream, half of it was me, half of it was them. If it went to theirs, half of it was theirs, half of it was me.
Probably the kind of thing like, when you're in like a FaceTime or Discord call and you can see your own camera in the corner.
When the knock button went away, I was gonna knock. Just forget about that. That looked weird. I'll have to look at that later.
Alright, so you just killed a wyvern. Steve did something, passed out, and wyvern fell on top of him.
And of course, the wyvern is no longer blinded or deafened because it is deadened.
Yes, it is now blind permanently because it's dead.
And I think we all took a long rest afterwards.
I think we would get, yeah, we did say that we would get one anyways because of the, we would still be resting after the fight
Yeah, because
before arriving in the Deadlands.
so we'll say you. Do y'all want to do anything with the wyvern, or are you just gonna dump it over the side?
Can I make a strength check to crawl out from under it?
Yes.
Get my D&D Beyond up. Collection. Oh, no. Yep. Okay. Echoes of Divinity.
So would we have seen that, like, Steve did some kind of, like, verbal or somatic thing to cause that orb?
Yeah. You saw him I think. Well, what'd you say? You said something. He said something. The dragon own and aneurysm you never see, and then you just see this form of magic. Shouldn't even
Like,
be possible.
dark and shadowy.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be possible.
Something that doesn't match a paladin.
Yeah.
It'd probably be the kind of thing that Phalar would be expected to be casting given his origin.
Oh, the natural 20. Yeah, you're definitely got out of there.
Yeah, I want to bench press it off of me and throw it to the side.
As you
And
do
then-
that, Phalar's kind of looking down at you, and he's like, "Are you all right, my friend? That was quite the impressive spell that you put forward. That was a lot of power."
Steve will look up and be like, I'm doing okay, but what spell? Last thing I remember was swinging my sword at it, and then I'm here on the ground.
I can't exactly say what, but it was something more akin to what I would have seen in my past rather than traditional holy magic. Maybe it was some sort of residual off of being near Silas, because he did seem to have some magic himself. Maybe it was clinging to you, and in battle it found a target.
Maybe. Don't quite know.
Whatever it was quite strong, and it did end up taking down the beast.
Did your alter ego just came out again?
Yeah, I heard. I think that was Texas. We were just talking. He's like in the middle of a sentence that sounded like Rick. Just suddenly a burp.
Very interesting, Phalar. I'll need to keep a lookout for that Silas fella. I don't know.
He does seem to be helpful, though his methods seem just a little bit questionable in my eyes. Not to offend him, or it seems as though he might not be completely pure with his magic.
Yes, and it does seem weird that Klaus was on this ship before too, and this is Lord Blackwood's ship. There's quite a few connections between them two. It's starting to seem like.
I'm still puzzled as to where I have heard the name before. I know I have heard someone with the name Klaus before.
Anyways, that's enough talk of
Yes, of course.
Klaus right now. Does anybody want this wyvern, or can I have it?
Can I just take a few scales out of it?
Yes, that's fine. And then Steve would go to his cabin that he's been staying in that used to be Klaus's and drag the body in there.
Actually, I was gonna ask a bit of an odd piece of it.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be a bit of an odd one, but yeah, I'm sure the party is used to Phalar being who he is by now. He kind of moves towards its front, and it looks like he's gonna go for one of its teeth at first, but then he kind of looks a bit closer, and this is if Late will allow it. He kind of looks and he's like, "Would you mind if I was to take one of its eyes? I know that's a bit strange, but I have my reason."
That's perfectly fine.
So he'll take his dagger and then get it like behind the eye. I don't know if you want me to like roll to see if I can get it out properly, or
Give me a survival. Keeping.
pretty much just trying to like get behind it and sever the cord to the eye so you can pull it.
Eye intact and not.
Cut it in half while
Yeah.
trying to sever it.
Medicine check.
It's a 10.
Dude, it's like really, like really wedged in there, and you feel like you got it, but it's like as you push down, more or less went inside the eye, so you end up like cutting the eye in half. You see, you got part of the eye where the iris is, but like the other half is still in the skull.
So I just kind of like got the front half of the eye, because
Yep.
I didn't quite put it deep enough to get the cord.
Yeah.
They'll kind of look at it and they'll be like, "Well, I suppose this is well enough." It's gonna take a little bit of, cloth and just wrap it around the eye to keep it from getting wet on stuff.
Okay. Jonia, as you're kind of like still kind of gathering yourself from battle, feel a small warm flick across your cloak, and you feel it getting warmer and warmer. It feels like the cloak is now burning, but you notice as it's burning down your back, you now cloak is now black, all down at you are holes working.
All right. I mean, I know what it is, but
You just hear a voice in your head saying, "A reward for my champion."
above the table. Oh man, we went from one campaign with a champion for a god to now this campaign with a champion for a god.
Yeah. I mean, technically 2 champions in the last campaign, so we've had 3 champions because we had you working for Vecna and then Winter.
Yeah.
Became the Herald of the Storm. So now we've got you working as that champion.
Oh, was that for Andonia?
Yep.
Yeah, she got a.
We're gonna have a bunch of Olympics being held, and it's just gonna be all of the champions of the different
You should
gods
make
getting
like
together.
a hall of champions.
Yeah, next campaign is just gonna be the
Exalted
Divine
campaign.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Actually, my high school had a thing called the Hall of Champions. It's where we stored all of the medals and stuff from all of the track meets and things.
Yeah, I'm on a plaque that's in there.
Yeah.
While that's going on outside and Steve has went in, he's going to close the doors behind him.
Okay.
Klaus is going to take over
All right.
and contact Silas and let him know we're almost into the Deadlands and that I have a dead wyvern specimen for him to pick up off the ship.
You hear him say, "Step away from it." step away, you just see flame almost up the or yeah, as it's like almost seemed to like burn, and the flames kind of die out as it goes away. See see something fall into the
I'll
a
walk
small leather pouch.
I'll walk over and pick it up, and I will open it and walk over to the table with it. Here, I'll clear the table off the contents that's on there and dump the pouch out.
Inside is a deck of cards.
Oh, great, winter's back.
Yeah, you just thought it was Klaus. It was winter all along. Can I examine the cards and look through them?
Definitely feel there is magic in this deck of cards. Are you saying you want to draw a card?
Yes, I want to draw a card.
Alright, roll a 100 for me.
Uh-oh.
A 10.
I don't like D100 rolls. It's too many numbers.
Was that just a single D10?
No, it was a 100 and it landed on a 10. I think it was a D100. It has the double zeros.
The double zeros are usually rolled with a D10 for
Yeah,
a D100.
you do a percentile dice and a D10 at the same time for D100 rolls.
As you flip the card over, you notice that this is this almost intricate drawing of a small mechanical figure. As the image almost burns away on the card, and you see a flash as Homunculus is next to you.
And what is this?
It's a homunculus or whatever it's called.
So it's like the artificer one.
Yeah.
Great, another doll.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's what I was
god.
gonna say.
Except this thing is living and will know what to do.
Now what? Now one of us needs to get their hands on the manual of golem creation just so we can have more inanimate objects.
Steve would,
Here,
Klaus
I
would look at
will.
that and ask Silas what it is, what the deck is for after he sees us. Pop
You
out.
should be able to control it now.
Yeah, I can move it.
I'll be right back.
Hold on, I'm coming over there. Flash of names as Silas. He kind of takes the cards from you, kind of while looking over, kind of like small sigil in the air. I will DM you what it is. At it.
Alright. That's a freaky looking creature. I don't know if y'all can look at my screen and see it, or zoom in on y'all's.
Where? What is it?
That homunculus thing. Ugh. It's got a face only a mom could love. And I ain't its mom. The name Homunculus Buttons. Ooh.
This is a much tamer version of the other version. But you still have to treat it like the actual deck. You have to declare how many you want to draw.
Okay.
Cards.
Klaus would look at Silas and ask him if he could have his items. He feels like he's almost ready to take control, but to hold on to the two big items for him, he just needs his spell book and daggers and other pouches.
Kind of like does two short claps and more flashes as you see two figures, black robe, black man, kind of bring a trunk full of dust, caked in dust. They gently sit it down. Like it's like the dust on it is probably it is like massively thick. And he looks over at the chest, waves his hand and mutters something in Orcish. A sigil lights on it. A click. As the weird sound of it opening emotions the chest.
I would walk over to the chest and place my hand on it. And before I open it, I would look at Silas and say, "Thank you for all you've done for me, my dear friend. There's much work left for us to do." And then I would open the chest.
All right.
And then it eats you because it was a mimic the whole time.
Let's see here.
Well, you're pretty much adding everything but the hand in the eye.
Yeah.
You mind the books back in dormant.
Okay.
All right. Well, he's doing that. So you didn't get to when you said, gift for the champion. She's gonna mentally, Antonio mentally reply back, "Thank you, my queen," and she is going to. Let me see if I can find. I want to find a good spot here. Okay, I think I see a good spot. She's gonna. Oh, sorry, I had to cough.
No worries.
Gonna work her way down the ladder, and then as she's walking this way, is she gonna notice the new trail that now follows her?
Yes.
Okay, she's just gonna smirk about it, because it reminds her of home. She can come up the stairs if I can drunkenly get up there. And then here, she's going to stare off in the distance. She's just going to cross her arms and lean up against the railing. And she's going to mutter to herself kind of quietly. No one else is around. She's just going to kind of something to the lines of, Father, where are you? And then she's just going to stare out into the distance.
It's also by this time that all of you hear the captain yell out, "Prepare yourselves. We'll arrive at we arrive at dawn." Basically, you have till dawn. Bikini prep.
Get whatever we want to do.
Yep.
I sent you a message late. Too.
Alright. No.
Okay.
So pretty much while Andonia is deep in thought about, now she knows father is alive and that she knows somebody that's in contact with them, and she said her piece, which I know we were in private, so it no one else got to hear it, so I'm not gonna repeat it. Me and you know what it was late.
Yep.
As it turns from daytime to dusk, she just falls asleep right there. She's just deep in thought and just kind of dozes off.
Alright. It's probably at this point that as you're finishing gathering whatever items you Celix walks over to you and kind of reaching in a pouch kind of pulls out like 2 vials, looks like a clearish liquid, and hands them over to you saying, "It's not permanent, but this will at least allow you for the time to self. Each potion will last about 8 hours. Please don't strain yourself. Don't want to lose you again."
I understand. And then do I also get that other thing? Was that in the chest? The that obsidian thing?
Yeah.
What is it called?
I mean, I named it the name you put in our chat message.
Okay. I was trying to. I guess Steve will just take a long rest that night before we land.
And the last thing before Salit's leave, as he kind of waves the chest away, you see him put a hand on your shoulder and with almost a serious tone. I've gotten word that the champion has appeared again. Champion of him.
Do you have any whereabouts?
Oh, but he's returned. It's gonna get bad. Prepare yourself. And steps away and teleport.
All right. With that, Klaus will just sit in a chair and ponder on it until it's time to leave.
Long rest. Y'all come to the captain. You hear the captain, and sound of movement is ready in the ship down. You feel, or particularly feel this like described as like a buzzing as you just you definitely feel as
I'd say as we're all touching down, Phalar is probably kind of like when you stand up too fast and your vision blurs.
yeah.
So he kind of like stops for a moment, kind of drifts on his tiptoes, and then, re-situates himself. And then he's like, "You want to keep a watch on the corners of your vision while we're here. The veil is mighty thin around these parts. I can imagine spirits could emerge of their own will."
As y'all start gathering up, crow,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
what y'all want to do?
I'm just waiting to see what happens because I fell asleep over here away from everybody, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think.
I mean, they've arrived in the leave.
Well, that's what I mean is I fell asleep, so like no one woke me up, so I'm just sleeping. As far as I know, I'm just sleeping.
Sure.
Phalar,
I'm still on my
being
turn.
the ever vigilant one and one that notices, is trying to keep an eye on himself, then looks over and is like, "We seem to be missing a couple. Should we go round them up?"
Who are you saying that?
I assume Otto would probably be up.
Otto walks out, meets up with everybody else.
Yeah, he's like, because Donia's still asleep. Cleve is still in his room. So I think Singe is probably still below deck as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of looks to you as you come out, and he's like, "We seem to be missing a few. Should we go round them up? We've hit land."
Yeah, anyone with you?
So I assume we go get everybody rounded up.
Yeah, yeah. For simplicity, say.
Yeah, Phalar probably
I'm awake.
yeah, Phalar probably like gives a firm knock to Indonia's door and is like, you know,
I'm not
hey,
in a room.
or wait, yeah, no, but the probably goes over and is like, hey, we've hit land, it's time to go, and then
That's
goes
what I
off
said.
to get Singe,
I'm awake.
and then goes off to get Singe from below deck. Which I assume would leave Otto to go get Cleve.
Who is
Yep.
Cleve?
It's believe. You got your memory back, so.
I don't know what you're talking about, memory back.
As in Cleveland Brown.
Oh yeah, he's here.
Sitting over there.
I added the Singe as a morph.
No, thank you.
Oh yeah, so while we were all resting before landfall, Phalar probably would have tried to find like a sconce or something around the ship, like, any source of like heat light, and then put the cloth wrapped eye suspended above it, kind of like a smoker, to try and dry it out.
Okay.
So, like, above table pretty much. He wants to dry it out and then seal it off with resin or something so he can turn it into a necklace.
Ah.
Just have like a wyvern eye necklace. Either for himself or to pawn it off to someone. Whichever comes first.
Taking you all your way.
Down the ladder.
Did you come knock on the door, Otto?
Otto.
Hmm?
Das Otto. Have you knocked on the door for going to get Cleve?
He knocks the door now.
Yeah, because I went and got Indonia and I'm down under getting Singe ready to go.
Steve would come and answer the door and say hello.
Hello. Which one are you?
What do you mean, Otto? It's me, Steve.
Okay, the nice one. Okay, cool.
I'm like, Otto, can I show you something I found in here last night?
What did you find?
I don't really remember how I got it, where I found it at in here, but I'll pull out the deck of many more things and show Otto and say, if you draw a card from here, it will produce magic type stuff.
I'm still not gonna answer anything. You want me to draw it now?
Yeah, draw a card.
Okay.
What better place to do it than on Silas's ship?
What do I roll when I draw?
Roll a D100.
Oh my
Rolls a
god.
second 10.
Oh my god.
And we just end up with another homunculus. Singe comes up
What's
from
a
under the deck and is
49?
like, why do we have so many?
What's a 49?
That's like right in the middle.
Where's the table? Wait, permanently or?
Yeah, permanently chosen by me.
Oh, wait, that's
Yeah,
actually really helpful.
You gotta give them, proficiency in like the weirdest stuff. Like you are proficient in opening a straw.
Yeah.
You're proficient, in tying your
opening a
shoe.
door backwards. No, you're proficient in always using the wrong method of opening a door when you see a push or pull door.
Okay. Religion and survival.
So in
Okay.
D&D Beyond, you have to kind of, customize it and give ad for.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can manually modify those. It's the same way that I found out that you can manually check a weapon as dual wielding if you have the dual wielder feat.
It's like you draw the card, you see,
Yeah.
almost looks like a slingshot. You see it. Hey,
Do I feel anything?
like, like accomplished a lot more if you said.
Oh. Where did you get this?
I found it in this room, Klaus's old room. There's no telling
Oh.
what else could be hidden in here.
Can we only draw one card?
You
I
draw,
think we can draw.
the way it works is you have to say how many cards you're drawing. Then once you do that, you have to draw cards.
Oh.
Keep in mind, as you draw each card, the deck's gonna.
Yeah, like I'm guessing every time an effect is procced, it can only be procced that one time, and then if somebody rolls that number again, we just have to skip it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine if that wasn't the case and we just somehow managing to roll multiple tens.
That would be like on the deck of me things. You keep drawing the void card.
So just like keep drawing homunculus, and then we end up with like 20 of them, and Singe is just like, what the?
Oh, the book one would be cool to get. You gain the ability to speak, read, and write 1d6 plus 2 languages of your choice.
Oh, yeah, that would be kind of neat.
Well, I'll tell Otto. Let's go meet up with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah,
and
Phalar would be standing out on the deck with Andonia, and I assume Singe came along after he was, after Phalar came down and was like, hey, we gotta get going. We hit land.
Ooh, Steve would be mesmerized by the big metal guy here.
Your little buddy.
I might keep him on the ship for now.
Okay.
He's gonna guard that room. Does this big metal man talk, Otto?
The big metal man?
Phalar kind of looks over, and he's just like, I believe that is a creation of our small friend.
Oh. I just noticed.
Andonia, as you're wait, captain calls over. Take this. Tosses you like a almost one of those smooth like stones, but you see little root carved on.
I'm assuming it's a column when we're ready.
Yep.
All right.
Call us when you're finished. Who did? We can't dangerous here. Stick around. Good luck. Downward. You guard and you guard can like feel this heaviness air as you heaviness in the air as you sky ship above you.
I
Above
say
the
again,
table.
friends, the veil here is thin, so keep an eye out. What are you saying, Andonia?
I say above the table because I've had a lot going on the last couple of days. Why did we come to Badlands or Deadlands? I can't remember.
The deadline. that is where that cat guy that you had saved said to go for me killing.
It's based on your. It's you conversation both with your queen, talking with the guy on the farm. That
Oh, okay.
that there's a temple, a being in temple that where he was supposed to be the relic.
The one that we stole from him. Which they probably also stole, so.
But so Deadlands is where I'm looking for my queen's item. If I'm understanding right.
Yes, that as far as you know, this temple is probably your find it.
Okay.
As for the rest of us, I think we're here because it's potentially a site for stopping a cataclysm.
I'm here because the veil being this thin here is the prime spot where
I was
Cloud
promised
can hang out.
appetizers.
Just chew on some tree bark, it's like cinnamon.
I just cook it on my cloak and then I'll eat it.
Well, if it's waterproof, then you could just like turn it inside out and make like a tarp bowl and put some water and tree bark in there, make tea.
As we head to the ladder to head, or we're already on the ground.
Yeah.
Never mind. As we're starting to walk, and after we choose our way, I'm gonna do a shoulder hit on, like a pat on the back of the big metal man here, and say it's good to have another strong body around.
It stumbles a little bit and falls over.
I may have misspoken. I'll try and help it up.
I believe that it is still getting used to being mobile. It was just created while we were on the airship.
I'll try and help it up. I'll remark.
Sorry.
You're kind of top heavy, aren't you?
Just a little. Just a little.
You okay there, my friend?
Yep.
Well, let me give you some advice. This may not work with your metal body, but for us humans, keep your legs shoulder width apart. Don't keep them so close together. They'll give you more balance and stability.
You like bend all the way over to like, look at his own feet and start like shimmying the feet.
And I'll look at him like, yes, like that. Now, just keep your head forward too. Look up. You don't want to. You want to be able to see where you're going.
And it
walk
looks
like
up.
that, you'll walk off a cliff.
And it has like a weird, awkwardly wide stance walking. Like someone just like pissed their pants or something.
Or it's like a human trying to imitate a duck waddle.
Yeah.
I'll chuckle at him.
Like
and
the
say,
wide foot swings.
I'll chuckle at him and say, we'll work on it. That's good for now.
Aye, sir.
As y'all continue walking, this heaviness on kind of ground begins to shake. Boom,
It is not good.
boom, boom. As y'all look,
Almost like footsteps.
see about 60 feet, massive, all float away.
That is fights the behemoth?
Big.
Yes, very.
That's what she said.
In case it's not obvious, I'm incapable of moving myself right now, hence why I'm just going with it.
This
Oh,
is
you're still on the airship.
Yeah,
this is
I'm
all.
just
This is
saying
theater
that.
of the mind.
Yeah.
What should we do, gentlemen and lady? Should we try and cut it down, or should we try and avoid it?
Well, if it's not directly hostile, I mean,
Does the thing look dangerous?
Game.
Nature.
I got a +4.
Go for it.
I'll say nature or survival.
My survival's a +3. My nature's a +4. If anyone can beat those, go for it.
I have a +2 for survival, not proficient.
I have a +1 for survival and a +0 for nature.
Our
18
friend
nature.
just got proficiency.
What did you say, Metal Man?
18 nature. As in, I rolled and I got an 18.
Okay.
Oh my god, you meant a +18.
Heard about these creatures in distant memories, or they almost seem like myths. That this Tarask is you slowly moving its way. It's almost like
It is unaware of
Does?
us, or does it seem aware of us?
it's a complete about 60 or
We are ants.
about 60 or so
I think we
Cinch.
should get
Behind it.
out of the way.
Since no,
But-
since no. This tree ass. Tree ass.
It's a tree ass.
Well,
No?
he's gonna kind of look at Singe. He's gonna be like, I assume, whatever the name, it is something we don't want to confront.
I say if y'all want to try and figure out what he's saying, make it intelligent.
Oh,
Try and figure out what he's trying to say.
Like just like a raw intelligence check.
Yeah.
You got it.
What the hell is
Me
he
and my dirty 20.
19.
Yeah,
17
I
plus
rolled a
3.
nat 1.
I have a +0 to my intelligence. So I hit a 19.
I have a +3. I got a dirty 20. So we've got a 19, a 20, a 1.
Well, with my +4, it's a 5.
And Junior sounds like baby talk, but but
No, like when a kid doesn't know how to say fire truck.
the rest of you, after like putting the two,
I'd say almost immediately he looks over, or Phalar looks to Singe with a fright on his face, and then looks over to Steve, and then to Indonia and Otto, and is like, "Yes, we should definitely not confront that. I don't think."
Did he say Torah?
Yes, he said torn ass.
I think we should get out of its way and run.
it's
It doesn't seem to know that we are here, and it's not moving towards us. But I'd rather not
Yeah,
piss it off.
let's keep it that way.
like
I agree.
it's like as you kind of probably pass. Probably wait an hour, maybe an hour and a half, as it just slowly. And where you feel like now there's probably enough space between and it going without getting.
The spider in the corner of my room waiting for me to go to the bathroom so it can crawl across the ceiling.
I like ice in my. That's when it's down.
The giant thing is gone.
Steve will ask the group, do we know which direction we're supposed to be heading? Do we have a heading or...
That's an excellent question. I'm not sure. How about the rest of you?
Lost.
Antonia is going to plop down a meditative sitting stance and attempt to reach her queen.
As you. Bring the like you.
All right. I'm going to attempt just to see if anything happens. I'm going to pull out the little trinket that I was given by Silas, and I'm going to open it and see if there's anything.
What you mean? What you mean?
Yeah. Just on the off chance, maybe it goes off of like what the holder is like wanting
Just
the
the
most.
Jack Sparrow's compass.
It is as you kind of lasso still moving around.
Is there any way I can try to do a religion check and see if I can't maybe get a hint of something in the air that might lead me to what I am looking for?
Sure.
All right. 15.
Target all the conversations you've had through her questioning that figure, or kind of bring back to that moment. Remember that he maybe on purpose did not tell you find this that they like now this that purposely left it out.
So I will inform the party that we pretty much have been screwed when it comes to the location of where we're supposed to be going.
I do wonder. So we're aware of like what we're looking for, but not where, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And the veil is like really thin here and stuff. I do kind of wonder if with Phalar just kind of always half being only, half ripped into the material plane and partially in the ethereal, if there's any way that he could try to like follow Trace or get like a link with the ethereal to see if he could like get any guidance from, because I'm sure there's plenty of phantasmal things going on out in the Deadlands. It's like, see if you can get any guidance through his connection to the ethereal as to a direction we should be going.
While he's doing that, can Steve pull out the sphere of Bahamut from behind his robe that has been following him all this time and see if it's floating in any certain direction, see if it's being pulled anywhere?
As you kind of I'll say it's probably the same time. And
I got a 21.
and Phalar, it's like as you almost like focus on the action, you feel that flow of arcane.
Phalar's kind of like looking in the air, like he's like looking at something that's unseen, or like he's listening to something, and then he looks over and sees the orb floating in a direction, and then he kind of shakes his head. And he's like, "The orb is correct. I believe that's the direction we need to go." So pretty much he was listening to the air, kind of like spirit box style.
Ah.
Like trying to listen for any passing notes from the phantoms that might guide them. And he picked something up right as the orb started to float, and he's like, "Yeah, that seems right." So shall we commence our travel?
I say so.
I like pie.
Same.
Before we go, I wanted to show y'all this. I showed Otto earlier, but when we were on the ship and I was in Klaus's room last night searching for more of his stuff, I found this deck, and it seems whenever you pull a card from it, something magical happens.
Yeah,
Would you like all of us to pull a card from it?
I pulled a nice card out earlier.
We can, if y'all want to go first.
I will say, with such magic that we do not understand, we must be careful, but I will participate and draw anyways. We are in the middle of nowhere after all. Not like we can cause harm to anyone but us.
Metalman, what about you?
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see the deck he's holding.
Yeah, you can hold it.
He'll hold out his hand,
I'll place it in your hand.
and I'll draw a card and attempt to eat it.
Roll a D100 for me.
Thanks for the follow, GI.
I stubbed my toe.
That's a weird effect for a deck.
Oh, wow. 100 is that?
That's a 10. That's already been drawn, so yeah.
Oh.
Rolls 10, manages to roll a 49. So well,
What does
those are all.
100 look like then?
100 would be, I believe. So it would be a 10 and a 00, I believe. Because 00 is actually the representative of the maximum on the percent dice, because you can't put a 10 on it because there already is one.
Wait, then isn't that what I rolled? The gray die is the 001, so it's 0. The green is the 10 die, which was 10. I guess unless his list only goes up to 99, in which case, yeah, I guess it's 10 anyway.
It only goes up to 60 something. 67 to 100 is a reroll.
62 on a new roll.
Okay. So your skin immediately becomes roughs like tree bark. Your base AC now equals 15 plus your dexterity modifier. While you aren't wearing armor, you have vulnerability to fire damage.
Hey, stay away from my cloak.
This
He's already
Wolf-
afraid of fire,
Wait.
so
Do I just die then?
No. No, what this does is this basically natural.
It can only be undone by the wish spell or divine intervention.
pretty much
But-
all that happened is now you have 15 plus dex mod armor when you're not wearing armor, and you no longer have fire resistance.
Yeah,
If I'm
basically.
if I'm always burning and now I'm not immune to my own burning,
No. That's
It's just if you directly take fire damage.
yeah.
oh,
Like, let's say
okay.
a fire elemental hits you, then you would, yeah.
You pulled a card too, Phalor?
I didn't yet. Let me roll.
I'm just waiting my turn.
How many cards are you gonna pull?
I'm just gonna
Two.
pull one. I rolled a 34. Phalar's whole thing here is he pretty much said, we gotta be careful with magic that we don't understand, but also, screw it, we're the only ones here. Can't really hurt anybody but us.
So if I ate it, does this
What?
only last a day?
No, it's forever.
Yeah, it's forever.
Pretty much when you draw the card and once you acknowledge the sign on it and the effect takes place, then the sign burns away and whatever happened becomes permanent. Other
Yeah,
than by removing it
I
with
was
a
just
wish.
thinking I immediately ate it. I didn't even want to look at it.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. That's the thing about these cards is it happens immediately after you
Draw it.
yeah.
Phalor poured a good one. You got a 32?
34.
34. What is that, mine? I think on the chart. Yeah. Yeah, so mine is number 34 card. A pile of 2d6 gems, each worth 5,000 gold pieces, and 1d10 chunks of precious ore, each worth 2,500 gold pieces appear at your feet.
So it's like you
No, I have.
it's like you draw this card and you like the sounds of like
Could I because of what happened to me in person, could I add a little bit of a flavor to it if you don't mind?
yeah.
So like I draw it, and then at first it doesn't seem like much happens, and then Phalar kind of tilts his head and takes a step forward, stubs his foot, or like slams his foot into something hard, and then like kicks it up, and there's just whatever I roll for the amount of stuff sitting on the partially covered in dirt.
So roll 2d6 for 2 piles of gems.
So he walks forward, just stubs his. That's 7.
So 7 piles, each worth 5,000 gold pieces, and then 1d10 for chunks of precious ore, each worth 2,500.
That is 5. So he kind of like stubs his foot, looks down, and then his non-skeletal eye goes wide, and then he looks at the card, and then he looks back down, and then he looks at the card again, looks up to Steve, and just goes, "Oh my!"
Steve's gonna kind of be like, "Well, we don't have any way to transport this. We didn't bring any bags with us.
Well, is it each pile is worth that, or each gem is
Yeah.
worth that?
Each pile. So you have 7 piles. So each pile is worth 5,000. You have however many piles of the precious ore that are each worth.
Well, how much is
2,500.
everything weigh?
The gems will be 35,000 gold pieces, and how many chunks of ore did you get?
5.
So 10,000. So you're looking at 45,000 worth of ores and stuff here. I don't know how much that stuff weighs.
You know what's funny? Quick side note, because I feel like this is important to note. I literally was just messaging late about how one of the items I want to get for Phalar is pretty expensive, so he'll probably start picking up curios to pawn them off to pay for it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And then this.
Can we feed these to the metal men here without doing anything to him in his furnace. Can you eat?
I've
these
got a
metal men?
backpack on me.
How much can you carry?
I probably can't carry all of it, but I'm only carrying 65 pounds, so I've got 11 strength. I can't remember what that is because we aren't using variant encumbrance, so it's just 15 times your strength.
Yeah,
So I can carry another 100 pounds of stuff.
That'd be up to late however much this stuff weighs.
I think probably. I'm gonna say.
And don't worry, I'm not just going to shove it all into my own backpack. I am going to offer up, but first I want to see how much I can pick up.
I would say you can probably take it.
Would that put me at the 165? That'd be if I took up to my max?
Yep.
Hmm.
There's
So
quite a
how
few
many of
bad
us are there?
cards. A few bad cards in here I'm looking at.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us. There's
Is
quite
it-
a few.
Like I've become a wood elemental now then?
No, you're a rock. Your skin has become rock.
Your
Rock?
skin is like bark.
Oh, bark.
Yeah, bark. Yeah,
I
so
thought
I'm
you
like a
rock.
wood elemental. So it's like my flame was replaced with wood.
Your skin.
Just the skin.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like being under the bark skin spell permanently.
Yep. And when you're not wearing armor, your AC is 15 plus your Dex modifier.
I can only imagine covering a fireplace in more wood then.
Is it only you have vulnerability to fire damage when you aren't wearing armor, and it's like that? Is how it reads?
The armor is just a steel defender. It's just Singe is essentially charcoal given life with like a flame style magic. So that's why I'm using Fire Genasi stat block. So I'm just trying to comprehend how wood fits into that.
Right, so the question I think is, it was like what you said, it was like 45,000 total.
Yep.
So if we divided that among 5 of us and we were to actually get the max price for it, then we would all end up with 9,000 apiece. So if it would be about 100 pounds to carry half of it, I don't know how much each of us can carry.
I can carry 285, and I'm already at 151.
I don't know where to find my max.
Pretty
Click
much just
on
15
weight
times your
carried,
strength. Or you click on weight carried.
and it'll tell you carry capacity.
15 times my strength. So I can carry 240, and I'm carrying 54.
Oh yeah, you're also very lightweight with your gear.
So yeah,
So I still have 186 pounds.
I can carry. I'll have a few pounds left.
Alright. So I'd say
How much is one pile?
9,000.
No,
Fey Gold.
wait. How much weight is just one pile?
oh yeah, that's a good way to measure it. We could measure by pile.
Because there's 5 piles?
There's 7 of the gemstones and 5 of ore.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how much is one pile.
What's your dungeon master?
But it's just
What?
It's 7 gems and 5 ore.
Piles, yeah.
It's like piles of them worth that. So like imagine like somebody scooping like an ice scooper full of stuff.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out the weight of one
Because
pile of the gems, because I'm just gonna take one pile.
I would probably,
You figure 10 pounds?
just
For
10 pounds of gemstones per pile.
yeah.
All right, so I'll just take the one.
And then the
Add it
ore
to
would
my
probably
backpack.
weigh about the same. So
So I'm just gonna take.
Or would be heavier.
I'm just gonna take one pile of gemstones for that's worth 5 grand.
Oh,
You say it's 9,000 for 1 pound of the gems, right?
well it's
5,000.
5,000 for the gems. It's just if we were to all take equal amounts, we would all total out to 5 or 9,000 because it's 45,000 in total if we take everything.
I think we'll have to leave the ore behind. We don't have
Yeah.
enough to...
We'd be fine with leaving the ore behind, I think.
Yeah, so I just took one pile of 5,000 gold.
I just did a custom item and called it gemstones to sell.
Yeah, I put in my backpack I have pile of gems dash 5,000 gold, 10 pounds.
Yeah.
What else is
All right, so I said I was drawing 2.
all right? Roll a.
I said it before I heard that there was bad cards in here, so
But you gotta commit to it because you're drawing 2.
That's the thing. If you say you're drawing 2, you have to. The item work.
yep. All right, so here's the first one. 49. That's already picked.
Yeah.
Yep.
yep.
Yep. Already picked.
I
All
already picked it.
right. 79 is a reroll. 58.
58 temple. Let's see what that corresponds to. A deity or entity of similar power becomes bound to aid you at any point in time between drawing the card and when you die. You can use your action to call on this entity for divine intervention, and the entity is bound to answer. The parameters and nature of the intervention are chosen by the DM. If you die without having used this intervention, the deity fulfills its obligations by casting resurrection spell on you. Once the entity has answered your call for divine intervention or resurrected you, it's no longer bound to aid you.
So am I able to request that the deity be the queen that I already follow since I have a pact with her? Okay. So I can just call upon her, and if I die before I call upon her for help, then she just brings me back to life.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. I need to make a note of that, and then I will do my add other note. All right. Call on queen for help if dead before I do
Middleman,
she
would you like to pull another card?
revives me.
Actually, while we're
Okay, so
doing
I
that,
got that.
uh,
Got my second roll.
All right. What's
yep.
All right. 66.
66
Uh-oh.
is well.
Time to kill the Jedi.
Let's see what well is.
Yes, I rolled order 66.
Well, you learn 3 cantrips of your choice from any spell list.
Oh.
Oh, is this a permanent thing?
Yep.
Yes. All of these effects are completely permanent and can only be undone by the wish spell.
Or other
Yep.
similar effects like that.
All right, this is gonna take me a minute because
There's a
I've
lot of
already got-
cantrips.
well, not just that. I got a lot that is going on for me now already. So now it's a matter of what do I want more of.
So,
Middleman, will you take another card?
real quick, while he's going through the cantrips, and while Singe decides if he
Yes.
wants to pull another, I
Is-
think the way that we could divide this is that Steve and Indonia, you both took 10 pounds of the gems. Then I could offer 10 pounds to both Otto and Singe, and then I could carry the additional 30.
Sounds good, GI.
I sent a message in the main chat. I don't know if anyone has a quick link to all cantrips, so I'm not sitting here trying to search
If
for
you
it.
go to D&D Beyond's, like, like tools and stuff, there's like a listing thing where you can look at magic items and spells and all that. You can filter by spell level, so you could just filter to cantrip only.
All right, tools gives me character builder,
there should be-
maps, encounters, Discord bot, and mobile app.
There's something, one of the categories has it. I might be like sources or
Game rules has a spells thing.
yeah, spells. Do you want to go in
Alright.
there and you can just filter it by cantrip?
Cantrip
So-
for everybody.
Auto
Alright, try that
and
fun.
Singe.
Yep.
Oh,
Auto
wait,
and Singe.
Am I using legacy or
2024.
2020.
so any of them that don't say legacy next to them then, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, if it's from like Xanathar's Guide to Everything or any of that, if it says legacy next to it, those still count because that's not from,
So who else is anybody else throwing a card?
Sinji, you gonna take another one, my friend?
How rare is these items?
I don't know. It was from that evil Klaus in his room, so there's no telling how rare this thing is.
Did I get any essence out of eating this late?
From your curse, tell this.
Jesus.
and Silas just tossed it.
and you know from what your curse item, the one, what the like normally when you can magical hours item, you get one benefit from it that.
Oh, well,
Do you want to just like make him a custom feat where like every long rest he can pull like a diet deck card?
So just
That's
punch
funny.
up a card.
It's just like a diet version of it. So it's like if, for example, if it was the valuables one that I pulled, like the valuables vanish after 24 hours or something. Imagine selling off like 20 pounds of valuables to a shopkeeper and then he turns around and they're just gone.
So, my metal friend, are you up for another draw?
I'm still trying to comprehend the bark skin thing. I think he's just in a daze chewing on it still.
Chewing on the blank card.
Yeah.
Well,
What about you, Otto?
I mean, I'm willing to take another
I
one.
want to draw 2 more cards.
Oh, we're gonna end up dying. There's one in here that will kill you, and
Well, I'll get my character sheet ready for the next session.
I've got backup characters. I can whip people up in like 5 minutes.
D100, let's go. 2 more.
Right.
41?
priest.
Wait. Priest?
Your wisdom score increases by 2 to a maximum of 22.
Wisdom increased by 2.
Yes.
You just gained 2 wisdom.
And you said you pulled another card. You pulled 2. We're pulling all the good cards, and somebody's going to end up pulling a bad one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probability. We're now having higher chance of pulling bad cards.
Yeah, the higher streak we get of good stuff happening, the higher chance we have of it going bad.
99.
What'd you roll?
99.
Oh, it's a reroll.
Yeah, that's a.
Man, you're so excited for that
I
reroll.
know.
Yeah.
I know, your mic-
99? That has to be bad, right? That has to be bad.
Your mic peaked. Your mic
I
peaked.
know.
It just
Wait, 14?
Door. You
Oh.
gain the ability to cast Gate spell 1d4 times, requiring no material components. Use your intelligence,
Huh?
wisdom, or charisma as a spell casting ability.
So roll a
roll a
d4, and then you gain the ability to cast the gate spell a number of times equal to what you roll plus what the plus was, without needing spell slots or components.
I just
But-
thought I was getting all this good stuff. That Tarrasca's going to come back around. And like, he's gonna kill us all.
Like, what are y'all doing?
We're
Tarrasque
playing
that knows how to
gambling.
speak. It's like, we're gambling. Let's go gambling. See, right now we're in the I can't stop winning part of this, and eventually we're gonna hit the oh dang it.
I've narrowed it down to 4. I know I need to pick 3, but because he offered for second pickings, I wanted to go again.
All right, 2 more cards. You're good.
Yeah, I'm taking 2 more.
Oh my god, we're actually gambling. Wait,
All
it's
right.
a 9th level?
Yep.
Yep, and you get to cast it however many times you rolled plus the thing.
Wait, what's the roll?
It's
Roll
1d4.
d4.
Oh,
You get to
okay.
cast it that many times.
1.
I have
One.
rolled.
You gain telepathy within range of 90 feet.
No, his D4 was a 1.
Yeah, my D4 was 1.
I thought you
I
rolled
said
a-
1 before it rolled a 1, and I was like, oh, I called it.
Why did you
thought
have
you
to do
rolled-
that?
You jinxed me.
Nah, that's just called a cold shot.
Ah.
What do you roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I was letting you guys finish with Otto. Because he had to roll dice and something else was going on, so I was waiting. Are you guys done?
We're good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. First roll. 27.
27 Jester.
What?
J.
My fight or flight kicked in for half a second.
Where is the J's at? I don't see J.
Hey, a side note, late, your title for your stream is actually accurate. Into the unknown. Well, we're rolling dice and we don't know what's going to happen.
Let's go
it's the
gambling.
Unless it's the full or gesture card, a drone card immediately takes effect and fades from the existence and reappears in the deck, making it possible to draw the same card multiple times. So I
Oh.
guess the gesture and full don't immediately take effect.
Yeah.
So whatever I roll next, if I'm understanding it right, whatever I roll next, if it's not fool or gesture, let's just say it's, for example, because it's already been pulled, temple. So I would get the effects of temple, but then gesture now puts temple back in.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever I roll next.
So it's like an echo
So whatever
chamber.
Yeah, so whatever I roll next, I get, but still stays in the deck. All right,
Yeah.
so second roll. 44.
Ring, but that goes back in the deck.
Rare or rarer magic. Have it a lot available.
All right, I do have a slot available, but I don't know what kind of ring. Do I get to pick?
Yep, I
DM
pick.
chooses.
Oh, okay. Come on, legendary. It says rare or rarer, so there's a chance.
I guess.
If you want to, late, you can just message it to me.
Let's see.
I'm trying to narrow down these. Like one of the cantrips says that I could soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot, and I'm like, well, that works because I could just make someone shit themselves.
Okay, I guess
I
Steve will
cast
draw.
fake shitting.
Steve will draw 1 card, and let's see what I get. That's 33. Maze.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
it's-
you're either getting a bunch of corn or we're gonna end up in a labyrinth.
I gain 1d3 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh god.
So pretty much it's roll a d6 and a 1 and a 2 is a 1, 3 and a 4 is a 2, and 5 and a 6 is a 3.
There's also you can do custom uneven rolls with the Evray bot in the Discord server. Exclamation point roll and then whatever it is.
So I'll just roll 3d6s and we'll see what I get. So I got a 1, a 6, and a 5.
So it'd be a 1, a 3, and a 3
So
if it's being cut. Isn't it supposed to be d3s?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be the first one's a 1 because a 1 and a 2 would be a 1, and then a 5 and a 6 would be a 3. So you have 1, 3, 3.
how about this? Just roll.
Yeah, if you go into the Discord server, you can use Evray to do custom dice rolls that you can't do standardly. Oh yeah, you just DM'd me.
3.
3.
Oh cool.
So yeah,
You have
it's
3 levels of exhaustion now.
It's for 24. That's minus.
Oh, God.
Minus 6 to all rolls.
minus.
By 50.
Yep.
Oh god.
Suddenly Steve looks like he's 90 years old.
It's like suddenly Steve just has like a profuse coughing fit and collapses on the ground like me having an asthma attack after running the pacer in school.
Ugh.
All right, so right now all I need is whatever the ring is, DM to me late, and then how do I add those cantrips? Because it's not.
If you have spells, you should be able to hit the manage spells thing and then manually add stuff.
Okay, let me see here.
It's kind of the same way that you do it with like, adding items.
Yeah.
So all of my spells that I do have are all because of my items, so I can't. It won't let me add them.
Just message me what I can use. I can just.
Okay, so
Well, Steve
I'm-
say, I think that's enough for the deck for now. We should get a move on.
but I want to pull
That's-
100 more cards. No, I'm just kidding. That's above table.
He's like, yes, that's probably a good idea. Phalar's been measuring out the gems and stuff this whole time, and he's going to offer out some of it to Otto and Singe.
I'll bear it back.
So, Jerry and Derek, if either of you would like 10 pounds worth of valuable gems worth 5,000 gold to add to your inventory.
I'll just add it.
So above table, one of these cantrips that I'm picking is going to be reminiscent of who Andonia's father is. Primal Savagery. I channel primal
Oh.
magic to cause my teeth and fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack.
Yeah, it's
Atmosphere.
one of my favorite cantrips that I used when I was a druid in West March that I'm in. It's a nice one.
I did that one. Infestation and Toll of the Dead.
Oh yeah, Toll the Dead's nice too.
Is this
So-
5,000 gold?
Yeah, so it's 10 pounds and 5,000 gold is the worth, and then whatever you and Singe don't take, Phalar will stuff into his bag.
Well, I'm glad everybody got something good besides me.
So, Singe, will you take 10 pounds worth of gems?
Is that deck still there?
Yeah, I still have the deck.
He's just
I think-
putting it away.
Stinge is feeling really confused and might want to try and eat another card to see if it makes any sense.
You gonna
We'll have
reach
to wait for late to come back.
Are you
Okay,
gonna
well.
Yeah.
Are you gonna reach your hand out and point to it as I'm putting it up?
Sin should be like, this is really weird. Maybe I should try one more.
If you want to.
Up to you.
And yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
returned
he'll
without
try to
announcing.
eat one more to see if if he like changes again and it like makes sense to him some way.
All
Wait,
right.
I sent you the 3 links to them. One of them I figured fit because it was going to be like a reminder of the past, or like links her to her father, which is primal savagery. I used primal magic to make my teeth and fingernails sharpen, and I do a corrosive attack. I'm like, that just screamed atmosphere, so I'm going to take that.
You rolled a 43
Looks
that's,
like it.
that's
puzzle. No, this is puzzle.
I had 44, but that got put back into the deck.
I think puzzle's no longer here because it has a star next to it. Yeah, I think it's because it's not showing up. I think it may be.
Wait, what did you roll? 44?
43. Oh, if it has a star next to it, it's found in the deck of many things as depicted in the Dungeon Master's Guide, so you'll have to cross-reference it. Yeah,
Well,
it's
that
called
scares me
puzzle.
because typically the deck of many things has much stronger effects.
Oh, and I'll look.
It's just gonna implode.
It's gonna be put in a puzzle box.
I kind of believe he should be dead already, but I am
I can't believe we still haven't gone
outsourcing that
far
opinion.
yet.
He's just trying to kill himself.
Singe gonna become one of the universe.
We might not get a whole lot of progress towards the temple done tonight, but we sure did make a lot of progress in character progression. God damn the prophet.
At least nobody pulled corpse.
Oh, watch me do
Well,
that. I'm about to.
Don't
Oh,
tell
man.
us what it does. Just don't tell us what it does. Just leave it at that. Just leave us to try and contemplate what it does.
So I'm assuming that the corpse card, it's going to have the same effect like I was told with my heart. I draw the card and I'm dead.
It will do something.
Yeah, I'll
Some
definitely
point
do
to
something.
this.
It's like
That sounds
the if any of you are fans of SCP stuff, I know quite a bit about it. It's like there's one of the SCPs that's an encyclopedia of diseases, and if you read a page, then it immediately gives you that disease. Pulling the corpse card would be like hitting the cardiac arrest page.
I went over to Second Many Things and I'm not.
Puzzle.
Hmm.
Isn't that just lovely when it's like, oh hey, reference the other thing. The other thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. Does Google have anything?
ChatGTP should know, yeah.
You say toilet paper should know it? Could have swore I heard TP.
Puzzle, right here, I see it. Permanently reduces your intelligence by 1d4 plus 1 to a minimum score of 1. You draw one additional card beyond your declared draw, so you have to draw another card also.
Oh no, you're an artificer.
Well, let's
1d4 plus
go
1
all in on
intelligence has now
Singe
been
falling
lost.
apart.
So
My god, it's
1d4 plus
Derek all
1.
over again.
He's losing intelligence, so I'm picturing Ugo with wooden skin.
So 2 intelligence
Inside of a metal
lost.
suit.
And you draw
Oh,
one additional
God.
card.
Here's the D100. Go fix my intel.
A 38.
Whoops. I didn't want to roll it. I want to change it.
Path. What is path gonna do?
Other modifier
I
minus.
had like an
Your-
ominous.
Your walking speed increases by 10 feet.
Hey,
Hey, there you go.
so you lost 2 intelligence, but you have a permanent 10 increase to your speed.
Interesting.
I think I'll spend time on the call.
Steve is gonna ask
Hey,
one
this
more
is what
time
happens
before
when
I-
you.
before I put them up, does anybody else want to try their luck one more time?
Otto wants to. I want to draw one more.
I was gonna ask if I
boys.
could because I think everybody else has drawn more than one, and I've only drawn one.
He's about to draw his fourth card.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody else has drawn more than one. Phalar's the only one that's only drawn one. He's just been evening out the piles of gems this whole time.
I've drawn one. I don't need to draw anymore.
Alright, I'm drawing.
All right.
All right. Wait. While this is going on, and
Already
Otto is pulling his card. Can I try to slide a hand and pull one too?
Roll sleight hand.
Oh my god.
13.
Steve, what's your passive perception?
It
You just
is,
cram your hand into the deck.
11.
Yeah, so you.
I get a free card.
Wait, he just gets to keep track of he lost track of one card now.
Roll D100.
Are we
I
Oh,
all
got
right?
it.
I'll let you.
I
I'll let
got
you guys
38.
do Otto's because he got 38. So I'll roll my percentage when you guys get his.
What did you roll, Otto?
Yeah, 38.
Roll again. Since just rolled that.
Alright. This is not looking good. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Elemental.
Oh.
You become immune to one of the following damage types. Choose immediately upon drawing this card: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Fire.
Since needed that.
Sin's just gonna look at Otto and be like, "Wait."
Well, I
Alright,
guess
so-
that's just luck.
So for the card that Steve doesn't know about, I rolled an 83. That's a reroll, right?
Yes.
Okay. 79 is a reroll.
This is scary.
40.
40.
Oh.
Plant.
Oh.
Plant. You
Give me
gain the
abilities.
ability.
To cast speak. I don't use it. You must finish the quest before you cast this. Spell slots of higher. Cast.
You might have to copy paste that one to general because that's a lot of info.
I DM'd you late, so it's the 4 spells, the 3 cantrips, and then the plant one, and then the ring. That's
That's what the.
okay. Yeah, so I just need those 4 spells and the ring added, and I'm done. No more cards for me.
I'm tempted to just have Phalar do the cap off and just draw one more, and then we put up the deck.
You're gonna draw something bad. All right. Draw Phalar. Want
This
one
is
or two?
after. I'll just do one.
Wait.
Phalar's being cautious.
Was it just fire resistance? I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Immunity.
Fire immunity.
You're completely immune
Oh.
to fire damage. You could go swimming in lava now.
What?
You could swim in a volcano now with absolutely no repercussions except for maybe not being able to swim back out.
Above the table, Steve, you might be able to work out a deal where, or not Steve, but Singe, you might be able to work out a deal where you give Otto your suit of armor and he gives you the fire immunity.
Just have to figure out how to extract immunity from someone's body. Just pull his DNA out, because I'm sure that the way that it's probably worked is that it's restructured you on a genetic level to be immune to the heat.
I just got some fire genasi DNA.
Alright, Phalar, what are you rolling?
So this will be, of course, after he's already, evened out the stuff. I'm taking 30 pounds. So that, assuming Otto took one, so I'm assuming Singe is probably going to take a pile, so I'm taking the additional 3, stuffing them in my backpack.
I took 1 pile.
Yeah,
of the
Andonia took
gems.
1, Steve took 1, so that's 20 pounds. And then if the other 2 take 1 as well, then that's 40, and then I would take the additional 3 since I rolled 7, so that would be 70 total.
Alright.
So everybody gets 5,000 gold worth of stuff, and then I just put the additional 3 piles into my bag for safekeeping. And because, Phalar feels a little bit obligated since he's the one that pulls the card.
I
Alright, Phalar.
Pharaoh,
I shall do.
I texted you.
All right. Let's see.
I shall
gotta-
do one more. And as Phalar puts his hand on top of the deck, he sits for a moment, just hesitates slightly, and he goes, "After this one, we should probably put the deck away to avoid any further destruction.
I agree, and we need to get moving to our target.
That as well
table,
as we don't want to exhaust the entire deck's worth right off the bat."
above table. Us getting all this late's definitely gonna make this a lot harder now.
We're
Well, I
becoming
mean-
a little OP too early.
Yeah.
All things considered, yeah, we've got some more cantrips and stuff, but we also just had some major downsides. For example, you now have 3 levels of exhaustion. Our Artificer just lost an entire ability score modifier.
I'm dumber and faster, and probably
Alright.
should be dead.
50.
50.
Directly in the middle. 50 and 0.
Skull. You got skull. And
That scares me.
that has to be referenced in the deck of many things.
That scares me even more.
Think that
Let's see. Skull. You summon an avatar of death, a ghostly humanoid skeleton clad in a tattered black robe and carrying a spectral scythe. It appears in a space of the DM's choice within 10 feet of you and attacks you, warning all others that you must win the battle alone. The avatar fights you until you die or its hit points drop to 0, whereupon it disappears. If anyone tries to help you, the helper summons its own avatar of death. A creature slain by an avatar of death can't be restored to life.
Andonia is just gonna sit down on the ground and pull out a tub of popcorn.
This might be Phalar's.
so it's like you hard air that's already heavy.
And I just hear a buzzing in my head, and then I just get that feeling of impending doom.
Wait, what did he pull? What did he pull?
He pulled
Skull.
Go!
Pretty much an avatar of death himself is about to show up to fight me one-on-one, and if anybody tries to help, another summons to fight them.
Oh my god, you are. Phalar is cooked.
Oh, Christ.
I'll be right back while he's fighting that. My wife needs
Oh my god.
Hold on.
The question is, does it have a stat block? I assume it has a stat block.
Yeah, it does.
Phalor, allow me to do this for you in response to that popping up.
Would say when it shows up, Phalar sees it, and it says it makes an attack against me right away once it manifests. I think it said it attacks me, and then warns everyone around that I have to fight it alone. So I think it gets a free attack on me before initiative is rolled.
What's your
I am at full 51.
half of you? Probably shouldn't. This is not a major fight. So.
Well, it could be a major fight if I.
All right. So it gets attack again. So.
It appears within 10 feet of me and attacks me, so yeah, it just instantly gets an attack. That's lovely.
Yeah. No, I'm good, babe. Above table, if anybody rolls talons, you might as well make a new character.
Or the pit.
Yeah. Well, talons is just gonna screw somebody over, no matter they can't do anything.
Alright, so
Oh god, it's like the what just happened to me is like the Reaper from Enter the Gungeon. It's just following you constantly, trying to kill you.
so that's a
So you're
21.
just gonna
That's a
be
21 to hit. I assume that hits.
That yeah, if I had that high of an AC, I wouldn't be stuttering at the moment.
So that's 5 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic.
Mm.
Steve's gonna lean over to Adonia and say, "Adonia, you should help him. You have that free resurrection."
She's just sitting down watching, eating popcorn.
Wait, hold on. So, like,
I'll
all
say-
things considered, above table, unless the DM would say no, if I do start to die, like, it goes away if I reduce to 0 hit points and I can't be revived. But at the same time, the threat that it gives is that if anybody helps me, it will summon an avatar to fight them. Divine intervention is going to be hard for it to fight.
True.
So if I do start to die, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea.
I would say it's like I'll see. You realize what's this scythe, a scythe almost strike Taylor in the ribs. Well, the shadow almost. I'll say now roll initiative.
This is what's going on right now.
Yeah, you're just sitting in this forest.
I just sent the thing.
Did you get my spells hit to me? This 4? Okay.
He's got to make a feat for it, so that'll take a hot minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 14.
Okay, good news. You beat an initiative.
That's good because it already got an attack. Oh Christ!
Oh, I get to go first. Hold on. I'm eating popcorn. All right, next turn.
My main assumption, like I'm not gonna look at its stat block, but my guess is probably that since it only has, you did say it has half my HP, which is why I'm guessing this.
Yep.
It probably has an absolutely batshit insane armor class, so I'm afraid of that.
So how much is half your HP?
I've got 51, so I'd assume since you usually round down for damage, you'd round down for that as well.
I would say it's like as it hits.
So it's probably 25 or 26. If we round down, it's 25.
As it attacks, still its scythe in its
So as
As he's
combat begins and he's drawing, or Phalar is drawing his dagger, not fully understanding the magic behind these cards, but just knowing that the skeletal figure has appeared before him, he's like, I just knew that they would come for me at some point.
so as the little skeletal scythe guy, as he's turning back, I'm gonna hold the popcorn bucket out and be like, popcorn. I'm offering it popcorn. See if it takes any. It's like I'm not interfering. I just want to know if he wants popcorn.
Steve's gonna look at the rest of the guys and say, "Should we interfere?"
Can we?
We would have to fight our own before we can fight it.
Yeah, pretty much he warns you that if you interfere, he will, you'll have to face another of him.
Oh.
So pretty much anybody that interferes and tries to intervene with the fight has to directly face another copy of him one-on-one for each person that does it. That's why I was like, above table if it does come to it and I'm about to die, since if I do die, I can't be directly resurrected, at least by mortal means, I imagine. I wouldn't be opposed to that divine intervention.
Don't
'Cause
have
it's not
anyone
like,
that can
it's not
revive
like it's not like the aspect of death can exactly, summon an avatar of itself to fight a god.
Yeah.
What do you say, Otto?
But-
Should we step in and help?
if we step in, can both of us help each other, or are we also alone?
Well, ours are already spawned, so
Yeah. The moment you interfere, two of them will spawn.
And
Yeah,
then,
we can.
Here's-
pretty much everyone that will spawn will have a specific one of us that it's targeting,
So, all right.
I'd imagine.
If let's say those two interfere with Phalar, it's going to spawn two more. Okay. But if I do not help Phalar but help the other two, does it then spawn more?
Yes.
Because I'm not interfering with the original one. I'm interfering with theirs that's already spawned.
I would say yes, because you're still
Okay.
interfering.
would it
All
spawn?
right, have fun.
Crap.
Would it spawn another one? So if me and Otto jumped in, we each get one spawned. If I try and attack Otto's, would another one spawn on me?
If you
silent.
interfere, no, there's just one for each. So, and that's
Yeah,
it.
so you can't end up with like 7 of them on you or anything.
Anyone joining the encounter creates one for
Another.
themselves.
Yeah.
What do you say, Otto and Metalman? Should we help our friend?
Sure.
I'm joining in.
I mean, we should see how I'm gonna fare against it for a couple turns first, maybe, since
Where's the fun in that?
Rule.
not creating more of them.
Jump in. I'm joining. I'm gonna chunk a javelin at it.
Rolled hit.
All right.
I'm scared because he did confirm that this thing has a massive amount of AC. We don't know what it is, though.
That's a natural 20, so 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so it has less than 27.
11.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes. Now it's like
For whoever wants to intervene.
as you strike it, like it hits, like
Oh.
half. So the air gets colder behind you as you similar fake behind you.
Get some Castlevania Symphony of the Night music going.
Does that mean I get to do Eldritch Blast before I enter the fight?
And as it appears, they immediately get attack on both of you.
Wait, so do I roll? Should I roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Roll initiative.
Yeah. I rolled the initiative.
I got a 15 on my initiative.
I got 16.
We'll simplicity. I'll say,
We're all within a group of each other, probably 5 feet or so.
yeah. I'll say move on top of the cabin, so I can keep track of.
And then I think it's the Otto still needs to roll for attack too.
Can I roll now or
For initiative.
no?
No,
Like
he-
when I
his attack.
initiated. So I was supposed to-
Yeah. Roll.
Yeah, the attack that he did to enter.
Yeah. Roll your attack.
Ooh, Eldritch Blast. 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. First
All
one.
right.
14 force damage.
Ooh.
The second one, let's see, what is it? 18 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, so
Oh!
it's either got a 19 or a 20.
That's a little crazy.
And remember, it has half of my HP, so I'm guessing that the other two probably either have equal to or half of whoever intervenes HP.
Yep.
Oh, Christ. Let's be glad that our tanks didn't. Well, actually,
So
one of our people is a tank that just intervened. Oh, no.
I have a question. If I use the so my feature, it's the repelling blast, right?
Uh-huh.
If I push the what's it called? The Reaper?
The Avatar.
It's an avatar of death, so pretty much if you
Avatar of
imagine like the four horsemen death, it's like him. It looks like him.
Yeah. If I push him 10 feet away from Phalar, does that trigger attack of opportunity?
No, since it's
It's forced movement, yeah.
Okay.
Either way, I'd rather not move once my turn is up, because if I don't move, I can steady aim.
Yeah. And then
I'm guessing I probably won't be able to hide from this thing, so might as well just hit it head on.
yeah.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Question. If I summoned anything and then attack it, does that count as like
Does the summoned object count as intervene?
Or
Because
the
I would then summon
encounter.
another one.
does that how
That's
it
actually a
works?
good question. That's a good question, Late. Would if you summoned something and then the summoned thing intervened, would it then summon another to kill the summoned thing?
I think it depends on the summon thing.
Or would it still count as him intervening?
Like if it was like
But if I say summon lesser demons, I can't even control them. Apparently, I'm doing the spell.
yeah, no, I mean you'd have to make a save at the right me.
I can't. Oh.
I think you need blood in order.
Mm-hmm. It's for the greater
Humanoid.
spell.
I see.
All right, so Phalar, what you want to do?
So the one that was summoned by me is within 5 feet melee range, right?
Yeah, he appeared behind you.
Okay. Good, I don't have to move then. Because if you move, you can't steady aim. So assuming that I'm probably not going to be able to hide from this thing, given that it's directly seeking out to kill me, I'm not even going to worry about trying to roll for stealth or the fade away, because I'm guessing it's probably this thing being death is just going to see right through that.
Yeah, probably.
Has true sight.
I would imagine so, yeah. So, I'm just going to bonus action to steady aim,
All right.
and then I'm going to try to make an attack with the pick and pocket on it.
All right. Roll the hit.
With advantage because of steady aim. Which also means I get sneak attack. I just realized that.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, so yeah.
It's AC.
Yeah, we narrowed it down. It has exactly 20 AC. That's still terrifying as hell.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to mention that that was a nat 1 and a 12, literally the two ends of the spectrum, because with a +8, I have to roll a 12 or higher.
Wow.
Alright. So, initial damage. Good job, I rolled the lowest I could. That's 6.
All right.
Then I will pull 3d6 for sneak attack. That's 12, so that's 18.
How do you want this?
Ah, so I just, like, wiped this thing.
I mean, if it wasn't for the axe, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say, you know, like he had remarked before, and it would have been very loudly audible. He would have said it with quite an anger in his voice when it first appeared. You know, like I said, he didn't understand what it is. He just knows it's after him and looks like a skeleton. So when he drew his dagger at the beginning of combat, he did remark, I knew that you would come back for me at some point. So then as he drives his dagger into it, he's gonna, like, you know, stab it in and then do like an upward slash
Okay.
through its chest. Like, you know, it starts in the belly and then upwards.
Like as you drive it upward, pull it out. Like shadow.
As it's burning away, he's like, yeah, as it's burning away, it's like, I knew that you would come for me at some point. You will not take me back. And he turns to look at the other two that are summoned. To use my bonus action, my action to attack, so that's me.
Steve.
Steve, it is your turn.
Steve is muted.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm back. My wife thought a dog got her cat.
So my shadow is dead, and Phalar is very obviously pissed about these things. He's shouting that they're not going to take him.
Okay.
So he seems to think that they are associated with his past.
I will turn around to face mine, and I'll make 2 attacks with my longsword. First attack. No worries. First attack is a 21.
That hits.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to smite it. Spells. Divine Smite. And do 8 radiant damage, and then I'll do the sword damage, which will be 10 slashing damage, so 18 altogether. 8 radiant and 10 slashing.
All right.
First attack. Then next, I'll swing again. That's a 16.
That misses.
That misses, but it also has the sap condition, so it has disadvantages on its next attack rolls.
All right.
So next, my turn, and that is my turn. Auto.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Let's see. First, I would like to place Hex on the one that's on top of me.
All right.
Wait a minute. What if we defeat the one that's on Phalar? Does the thing just...
That one has already dispersed.
Yeah.
But the other ones are still exist.
Yeah, Phalar was yelling at it that it won't take him when he killed it, but now he's turned to destroy the other two.
Okay.
It is very obvious that there's some kind of panic going on in his brain, and he thinks that he doesn't know what's happening.
Alright, I will place a Hex on the one that's right in front of me.
All right.
And then Eldritch Blast.
Since it's right in front of you,
Yeah.
Because Eldritch Blast is there.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me double check something. And then let's see, the first one to hit. It's 22, and then with a disadvantage, oh god, 15. I don't think I hit.
Yep.
And then disadvantage, I'll roll through it again. Wait. Oh. So the first one is 27. The second one is. Oh no.
Yep. Both missed.
13. Missed. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
All right. One. It's a 20 hit.
Yes.
Four points of slashing damage. And 8 points of necrotic. Auto.
How close is Otto to me? I know we're just thrown up here randomly. Would he be within 5 feet of me?
Yeah.
Okay.
19
What?
to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction since he's within 5 feet and use protection. And when a creature you see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet, you can take a. Yep.
Hit. I imagine the hits.
Yep.
Slashing damage. 5 points necrotic.
Alright, so 9 points of total damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And Falar.
Alright, so it's just which one is closer to me?
The one next.
Alright. So I'm going to he's going to immediately just like speed walk towards that one with his knife ready. And you'll probably see that he's just like hyperventilating right now. Like he's full on fight or flight right now.
All right.
It's because like above table, as far as he's aware, as far as he's concerned at the moment, whatever these things are related to his former master, and they were called forth by the card, and he's like, "You're not gonna take me back to him."
Roll attack.
Would that be flanked?
Yes.
All right. D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond. Hello. Are you gonna? Oh, yep. There we go. Just took it a second. Advantage. That's another 12. That's another dirty 20. I got the same roll. 112.
Yeah, that hits.
How did? Okay. So that was at advantage. So that is
Attack.
23 damage because 15 plus 8. 8 plus 15 rather.
I'll say it's like you power walking, striking at its back. Lets out this like silence as like before, bottom up.
As it dies, he's just like, "You will stay down."
Yeah,
So that was
I'm
my.
not gonna. I'm what side not to not let someone in.
Oh.
What would happen?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I guess the way that you could look at it is like it would probably only be the original that would summon it, because like it says that if they try to intervene with fighting it, but these ones are the copies that were summoned by intervening, which by traditional summoner rules, summoned creatures can't summon.
No, that's not
Can I?
true because I asked that very question. And late said that if I intervened
yeah.
with the summoned ones, it would summon.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could take into consideration the fact that I just insta-killed it with that hit, so. I
See,
guess in this particular circumstance, it wouldn't have summoned a new one because I came up behind it and insta-killed it, so it probably didn't know.
yeah, sure.
Otherwise, it probably would have. Bonus actions. Do I have anything that I can do here? Uh, Not particularly at the moment. Wait. Going to assume it probably doesn't. Okay, yeah, that's what I've got. I was thinking about hitting whales from the grave, but I'm like, this thing is literally death. It probably doesn't take necrotic.
All right, Steve.
I'll turn to face the other one and make a sword swing at it. My first attack. 18
This-
will miss. That's the first one, and I'll swing again. Oh, an 8 misses.
A natural.
Yep.
Both miss.
Bonus action. I will just use lay on hands and heal up my 12 points of damage.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Otto.
All right. I am. Oh, it's only the one in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He is going to do Misty Step. To the other. Oh, to away from him, but still maintaining eye line of sight on the after of death.
Okay. But
And
you're
then
now just like might clear. Now more.
yeah, and then he is going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
All
So
right.
now he would do it without disadvantage. Regular rolls, let's go. 25.
That hits.
Let's go. 9 plus 6. So 9 force damage. 6. What's this? Is it necrotic damage? Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no, is it immune?
I've just been assuming it's probably immune.
Yeah, you like the curse
Oh,
placed on it from Hex has no effect.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
But yeah, it's
Alright, 20 to hit.
a hit.
Ah, so it's 19.
His AC.
Maybe. Oh, 20.
yeah. We confirmed it as 20.
Okay.
We kind of zeroed
12
it in.
force damage. Force damage. That's the end of my turn.
It's like this skeletal figure death is now just like this. Added. Ever positive connection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going like let's see the attack of upper.
Right? I will swing my longsword. That's a 26 to hit. Slashing. 6 points of slashing damage.
Strike it. Or from
Well, that was very strange, guys. Which came out of nowhere.
kept forgetting to have exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awkward after we just did a whole combat encounter.
It's fine. We'll just have to remember.
Does it not automatically... D&D Beyond doesn't automatically...
I don't think it does.
It's D20 test.
Yeah, that's what they going back roll. All the
Okay.
tests now.
Yeah.
Ah yes. My athletics test.
Yeah, when it said test, I was thinking like the skill stuff. That'd be more of a test than an attack. Stupid.
And to think that they said that the entire purpose of 5.5 was to clarify things and make it easier for new players.
Right.
I'm sure.
And it
Right,
doesn't
so yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even. You would think it would.
Yeah, you have to meet you.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Do the math.
Yeah.
It's like I'll finally take kind of like and probably after this fight you starting to get going or
I didn't mean to roll that. Ignore that wisdom save. I mean, I'd say Phalar is probably still like he's just staring down his, rapidly breathing, standing in the middle of where we were fighting these things, like he's just tunnel visioned.
Steve would suggest we keep heading for another hour or so and then make camp somewhere. Find somewhere to make camp.
that what y'all want to do?
Sounds good.
Different ones.
While we're doing that, I'll be right back.
Metal Man. I guess that's what we're doing.
And somebody should probably tap Phalar on the shoulder or something.
Or
I'll
just like
tap-
staring down on the ground.
Yeah, he's still white knuckling his dagger, hyperventilating, and he's just staring at the pile of ash where these death aspects were. He has not yet acknowledged the fact that combat is over.
Steve would walk over to him, and in Sylvan. How tall is Phalar?
Let me check. Background. 5'9".
Okay, so yeah, Steve is 6 foot, so Steve would come over to Phalar, lean down, and whisper in his ear. And so Sylvian, it's okay. There's a lot scarier things than death to be afraid of.
He kind
We're
of
gonna move
jolts.
on.
He kind of jolts a little bit. He looks up, and he's like, he takes a deep breath, calms himself out, flips his dagger around a little bit, puts it into the sheath, and then he pulls out one of his flasks and just like chugs down half of it, clears his throat, and he's just like, I had a bit of a flash with my past when I was met with the face of them. I had a bit of a moment. Lost my cool. Yes, we should get moving.
And you probably only made out parts of what I said because you don't remember Sylvian.
Yeah, it was enough to snap him out of it though because he was being talked to.
As we're walking, Steve is going to ask anybody want to draw another card as we walk.
I think we've had enough of the card drawing for the day.
I need to draw one. Auto else.
Okay, you draw one.
This is gonna
Phalar just
work.
kind of freezes up for a moment, like like the shoulders coming
Oh, wait.
up and like
Oh, no,
eyes wide.
Run dice. Run dice.
And-
Run dice.
Andonia's taking a couple of steps back, just in case another thing pops up that we're not supposed to interfere with.
94.
I think that's a
Reroll.
That's a reroll.
Oh, okay. 73?
Reroll.
Reroll.
What
How
if you
did
just
guys
roll-
remember all this number?
Anything above 67 is a reroll.
49. I think I already rolled that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's been done.
Oh my god.
24.
That's been rolled.
Oh no, this is not so good. 2.
2. Oh. Uh-oh. That's from the deck of many things. It's a balance. It's called balance.
No.
Oh,
You're
All
now
of the
severely
deck of
drunk
many
and can't
things
walk
ones
straight.
have been serious shit.
Your mind suffers a wrenching alteration causing your alignment to change. Lawful become chaotic, good becomes evil, and vice versa. If you are true, neutral, or unaligned, this card has no effect on you.
wait.
So like, what's your alignment right now?
Yeah.
I think he would be like neutral.
If you selected one and you're
Did you select one?
I did
and
not
your-
select one. Did I select one? Is it background?
and your background and proficiencies and stuff.
Oh, I put neutral good.
Neutral good.
Becomes neutral evil?
Yeah, neutral evil.
Oh my god. Now he's neutral evil.
So pretty much to give you a rundown of how that would change your character,
Yeah.
if before you were all about, helping everybody and everything, now you're kind of like an anti-hero. Like you still have a good motive or a self-motive that is morally okay, but now you're willing to do bad things to get to it.
Okay.
Oh, we have another one.
So like you're less about being selfless and helping everybody regardless of what it may be, and more about whatever your current motive is, you're now willing to do anything to get to it.
Okay. Okay. I gotta think about this.
Now, anybody else?
For example, Thanos would be a neutral evil. He had something that he believed was a good thing to do, but he did a lot of bad stuff to get to it.
How many cards did I pull tonight?
Several.
As y'all are walking,
I pulled 4 that y'all know of. One that's is not accounted for
I
at the
pulled
moment.
2, and Phalar is definitely done with it for now.
as y'all are walking, come that path you pass.
We go the wrong way. Isn't it supposed to be the Deadlands?
Well, it's possible that, well, if this temple has anything to do with the good deity of the Dragonborn, like we were deducing, it's possible that the temple's presence created a aura of life around it. He's clearly still shaken, but he's trying.
I guess we'll keep on walking, see what we find.
We should find
Hold on,
somewhere to
hold on,
rest.
hold on. I want to use my I want to use a spell. I want to make an observation first and see which looks like it's the most abundant plant that is around us. Is it the grass? All right, so I want to speak with plant. Since I can do that now. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the grass.
The grass is chill.
I mean, he's probably filled with weeds too. So hey. So I'm gonna ask him to a general extent. Are we heading in the right direction to get to the temple that we're in search of?
Yeah, man, it's all
I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna pour a little water on the spot that I touched, and then I'll let the people know, or let the party know, hey, grass says this is the way to go to get to our temple. I'm pretty sure people are gonna look at me like the hell.
I'm not sure what you mean by the grass saying it, but I will take your word for it, since both the artifact and the spirits have said as well.
as y'all are path behind is
A pillow.
behind one of the pillars is
Oh,
a
pillar.
massive figure in plate armor kind of down behind it.
Steve would shout out to him, "You there?" And walk up to him. But not get all the way up on him. Let's stay back a little bit and just holler out to him.
Pages flapping.
I'll move in closer, get behind that pillar. Well, what is going on? I see.
Kind of like adjusting, like kind of like on the ground, laying over crossbow. Kind of like has his hand watching.
I would lean over to him and be like, "I think I know something that might be able to help us get in there. If you're up for it."
While they're talking, I'm just gonna. Indonia's just walking up. Do 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 do.
I'm Steve, by the way.
I am Mateo.
Are you up to try something, Mateo?
Depends what you have in mind.
I have this deck. And if you
Oh my
get a
God.
card from it, it can give us a great help.
No. And it's like, what the hell is she doing?
She's going on ahead. It looks like. But Mateo, trust me, if you take a card, it can give you a glimpse into the building there. I am not able to use magic items like this. I'm affected by a curse, but people that draw a card from it can. I think it'd be a
Are
big
you
help.
saying that he's just looking after? Yeah, he's like, you can tell like by like the way he's up and just flat out.
He's like, wait, it's like somebody entering the employees only area. Is what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
He just looks at Indonia and just sees her walking forward.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my job, what I'm here for. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to find a specific item. But I'm just gonna kind of, and I just keep walking.
Dies. Like rolls the sword, backs it. Fuck it, I guess.
I'd say Phalar probably advances forward, try and catch up with them.
But she gets, Indonia gets to, I want to say here, before the obvious line that would be like this oval shape if this was a complete circle.
Yeah.
The two statues giving me any vibes, or are they just statues that are not lit?
Here you see the statue of on either side is just a statue of dragon holding a bowl that's like it would have been like a razor that was out.
Okay. I don't think I have anything to use to try to light that.
I'd say as Phalar's walking up, he's probably looking back over his shoulder and motioning for Otto and Singe to follow. Because clearly they've both advanced that far and they aren't under attack, so it must be safe.
Oh, I do have a tinder box, so can I use some of the tinder box and relight both of the braziers?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. See if anything happens.
Like both.
All right, well, at least we can see better.
Very much true.
Like as you walk past, you like skeletons walking around in black, up and out, watching you.
Seems we may have been spotted.
So Antonia is gonna walk forward just a little bit in a unthreatening manner and just kind of wave her hand and be like, "Hey, how's it going, guys? I heard you might be looking for new people. I just wanted a tour, if possible. Kind of give me the lay around. Maybe I want to join." 20.
Oh, get lost.
She's gonna respond with, "Come on, man. Frank let me in there yesterday, and he said to come back today."
Lost. Put down.
All right, you said there's how many guys am I looking at here? 2 cloaked and how many skeletons?
4 skeletons.
Okay.
We already fought a few skeletal figures today. What's a few more?
Buff table. How much longer are we planning on going?
Oh yeah, because you said 9 o'clock. I just
Uh,
realized it's about to be 9.
yeah. I can probably go another 10 or so minutes. Call it.
Well, we might want to call it now because my next thing was just to fling a spell at one of them to initiate. Well, you don't want to let me or give me a tour. I might as well just kill you.
I was pondering the possibility of Phalar's a former cultist. Maybe he could like pull off acting like, oh hey, you guys struggling with the temple? Have you gotten in yet? You know, that kind of thing.
I will call it here. Call it here. Off.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, that honestly was gonna be my thing. That's why I paused and I was like, hold on a second, because I wanted to look at the spells that I just got because I was gonna wing one at one of them.